Hey everybody, Payments Professor here, and I want to take a minute to thank every one of you for a phenomenal year and wish you some happy holidays. And it has been a phenomenal year to say the least. I want to first thank all of the listeners, all of the followers for the Payments Podium. The Payments Podium was definitely a hit this year. We were able to talk international payments. Luciano Corrales, he came on and talked about Bolivia and what's happening in Bolivian payments. We had Andrew Gomez, an expert around the world of faster payments. I don't mean the world of faster payments. And he came on and he talked to us about what's happening in the world of faster payments. We also got to talk about checks and what's happening with checks. Dal Bolt helped us understand that holder in due course. And of course, David Walker, a payments legend, a check legend, helped us to understand a little bit what's happening in the world of checks. And when it came to risk, oh wow, we had RTP audits with Pam Rodriguez. I mean, a superstar when it comes to audits. And then we got to get in the world of green banking. Now, I don't mean where we go, paperless, which is always a good idea, going electronic, but I mean the cannabis world of banking and the risks that are presented with it. And Angela Lucas came and she really enlightened us. Also had Lou Coleman talking about what's happening in the world of RTP, talking about what's happening in the world of ACH. And there was even more. Andrew Wolfstein talking about what's happening in the world of global payments and going cross-border and FX. I mean, really great, interesting conversations. So many of them to mention. We ended the year with, a couple weeks ago, Lee Wetherington. Next year is going to be even better. Next year, Lee and I talked about disruptions. Well, we're going to continue some discussion on disruptions. I've already recorded a couple episodes, one of those being with Lisa Coffey, the Chief Innovation Officer at Corporate America Credit Union, and she's going to come in and talk about what's it mean to be innovative in payments? What do credit unions need to be doing? What do financial institutions need to be doing to be innovative in payments? Now, that's just a tease of the many things we have lined up, and there's a lot more to come. And if you want to be on the Payments Podium, maybe there's a topic you want on there, maybe there's a speaker you think I should get in contact with to have on there, well, you can always email me, kevin@paymentsprofessor.com, and I'll get them on the Payments Podium. Of course, there's also the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel was a major success this year. Over 120 videos. That's right, 120 videos put out this year on YouTube. How? Well, we just keep on pumping, as you can see in the studio behind me, putting videos out, video after video, giving you guys what you want. Most of the videos are actually user requests too, so keep those user requests coming. We started the Beyond the Bowtie series, where I showed you what it's like to be back there working in the studio, things that you can do behind your desk, things you can do to improve to be better on camera, better in meetings. We also had many videos on faster payments, many videos on what's happening with even FedNow, and we even had some things on ACH, and especially some things on what's happening with the pandemic and what do we need to be aware of as far as updates and happenings in the world of electronic banking. It was a great year to say the least. But don't forget the Payments Professor website. And on the Payments Professor website, we put out 6 new courses. And next year, FedNow, Know Now. That's right. This year, we focused on real-time payments. There's the real-time education for RTP. And there was the RTP risk rules and regulations. We also had a course on payment channels. There is so much more to come. Like I said, FedNow, Know Now. We're going to give a lot of focus to, the whole world of faster payments, but also to FedNow to make sure that you guys are getting everything you need to be educated in what's happening. Got a whole series recorded on payments hubs and payment networks and how they work. That's all going to be put out on YouTube. It's also going to be available on the Payments Professor website. But I can't thank all of you enough for making this happen. It was because of your support, your comments, your encouragement, your request even for a lot of this content that kept me going through what, a lot believed to be a difficult year. But it is because of the followers of the Payments Podium, the followers of the Payments Professor YouTube site, and those who are going and signing up for courses on the Payments Professor website that you helped make this year better. And I want to do all I can to give it back to you. So let me know, what can I do for you? What can we do to be able to make 2021 an even better year? We've got a lot of things planned, but again, I'm looking for how can I best serve you? What are the topics you're looking for? What would you like to see more of? Do you want more on RTP? Do you want more on FedNow? Do you want more on just understanding the risk of those 2 payment channels? Maybe more of some basic stuff. I get a lot of requests for basic stuff. Don't be embarrassed or ashamed. Definitely ask all those questions. Again, The Payments Professor's only here because of you. I'm only here because of your support, and I am grateful, grateful, grateful to every one of you. I really got to say, it was, it's been a interesting year, to say the least. And I really, truly cannot thank you guys enough, because it was your support. It was you guys getting behind me. I mean, in fact, some of those days, I'm sure we all had them, where it was kind of a little rough, hey, I don't even want to get out of bed, let alone do any work. But I would check, and I had some emails come in from people saying, I'm stressed out, I'm having to work from home, I've got somebody that's had a loss, and how do I help them manage this loss? And I was able to take that as encouragement to keep going, and I responded back to them on what they could do about, hey, contact your payment association. This is the type of loss you're looking at. And even being able to go and make some videos about it too, to be able to educate other people who probably had the same problem that came up too. I had some people just say, hey, I don't understand the difference between these two things. Can you help me? And it was incredible to be able to still, be isolated, quarantined, locked down, whatever you want to call it, and put all that information out. Now, full disclosure, I worked from home for a couple of decades, so I was already used to working from home, but I was also used to traveling quite often, to going to the events, to be able to be out there and meet all of you in person. And a lot of that, like all of you, I had to switch to being virtual. Did many events online. I got to MC a couple of events online. In fact, I want to give some shout outs and thank yous to some groups like Matcha and Epcor for having me come in and do your events. And while there's actually so many more that are out there too. SFE, we kicked the year off by being one of the first associations to go all virtual in April, right after everything broke loose. I got to commend SFE for the fact that they said the show must go on, and they continued on with very little time, very little, chance to even plan out how's this going to happen. It was interesting, and it was a huge success. A lot of different successes that are out there. If there's a success that you want to share with me, I would love to hear it. I want you to know I got the top 10 of 2021 coming out very soon to give you my annual predictions of what I expect to happen in 2021. But the one prediction that's not in the video, I'm putting right here, right now, is I predict, in fact, I guarantee, if there's anything I can do to help you, whether it be beyond the bow tie and how to be better on video, better audio, that type of stuff. If it's a video on something, if it's a podcast or having somebody on the podcast, I want to hear from you. So if you would, email me, kevin@paymentsprofessor.com, or leave a comment on the SoundCloud or Apple, wherever you get the podcast, the Payments Podium, or on YouTube if you're following the Payments Professor there. But it is because of your support that we are here, and I am eternally grateful to all of you. I wish you all a very happy holidays and a very happy new year. I'm the Payments Professor, and I gotta say, for now, class dismissed.